Shirley here. Been doing this journal, pretty, and I just thought I'd come on and show you a little bit of what I'm actually doing at the moment. Now this page here that I'm doing, I've printed this image onto fabric, and before I printed it onto fabric I actually die cut the fabric out. So what I did, I used this die, I think it's a Spellbinder's die. I put it onto my fabric, I die cut it out, which gave me this. In actual fact, I might die cut this out and then show you, because I'll use it again sometime. So let me just die cut this out and then I'll get back to you and show you what I mean about how I put the image onto the fabric. Okay. Right, I'm back again after die cutting this piece of fabric. I keep this as well. This is the waist, but it's lovely to keep it because you can actually put that in, put an image behind it. So you could put it onto a page, and then you could just fray the edges and stitch around it. And there's another, there's the edges. As I say, you could fray the edges here, and you could either have an image behind it or just put it onto your page to highlight something. But I keep the waist as well, as I say. So that's that one. I have two there as well, but this is the one I've just die cut now here. And I always fold my material over. I should probably cut down the middle there. There you go. And that way I get two nice images. So this is the fabric, and as I say, there's the die. It's a Spellbinder's one. And where's my pokey tool? There we go. So I just flop out the waist there, so that you've got the little pattern showing nicely. Now take your time with this, because it's not that it's fiddly, but you don't want to fray the fabric too much. So let me carry on with this. Now when I put it into the die cutting machine, I always put it on top of a piece of copy paper. And the reason I do that is I don't want the fabric to embed into the plate with your die cutting machine, because sometimes the pressure on there, and it just sort of embeds it in onto the base, and you've got to pull it off. Whereas if it did that, if the pressure was too much, then it's the copy paper that would stay on the plate, and not the, there you go, fabric. Right, so at the back here, as you can see, I've got a copy paper die cut out as well. See, there you go, hold on, we'll get it. There you go. So I'm pulling the copy paper apart from the fabric. that. And there you go, you've got a nice die there, ready to use. I've already got a couple over there. This is your fabric now, there. Now take it apart very gently, and there you end up with two lovely die cuts there, and the fabric. You could actually fray the edges if you didn't want the pretty pattern at the edge, but I like the pretty pattern. And because I've been stitching around mine, it's fraying a little bit anyway, the edge of the fabric. But then what I do with this, I have my image which I've printed onto copy paper, and then, or I might as well show you what I actually do as well. Right, I'm going to turn you off for a minute while I get an image on copy paper, and then I'll show you. Right, now I've printed an image that I want to use. I printed a different one because I've already used her, so I thought I'd print this one, and I printed her onto copy paper. I've got her to the size that I wanted. I did that in my in the graphics program that I use, and the one that I used is GIMP. But now all I do is I will get my glue stick. I will go round the image with her like that. I will. Now, if you can't see through to your image, what you would do is just put your image, put your paper up to the window, and then put your fabric over the image. Now, I'm going to put this back into my printer, and what will happen now is that my printer will print the image onto the fabric. So I'll just go and do that. There we go, I've just put it into the printer, I've pressed print, and hopefully it will go perfectly. But if not, at least you've got the idea of how to do it. I'll just get it. There you go, perfectly done. Now I love this glue stick because this one comes off the copy paper quite easily. You don't have to, and having said that, it's not going to now. But, oh, there you go, yeah. Sometimes it's a bit fiddly because I have a laser printer, and as you know, laser printer heat sets the ink. But there you go, come off perfectly. There was the image. You could use that again because there's no reason why not. But now I have another perfectly printed image onto fabric. And I might use this in the journal that I'm doing now, but that's quite quick and simple. It didn't take very long, did it? And I have another one here that I could use, but this die has lots of holes when it's printed out, and it's lovely. You can see it better on this one actually. On the paper one, And then what I'm doing at the moment with this, all I've done is put my image onto the page where I want it to go, and then I've gone round and I've, with my pokey tool, I've just pricked all the holes through. And now what I'm doing, I'm going through and I'm just doing like a running stitch all the way around with a lovely bit of, I'm not using the normal skeins of embroidery floss. I'm using, I'll show you. It is a DMC, but it's a wool one, and it's an organic one, apparently. You know, don't know what the difference is when it's wool to food, but they say it's a DMC Ecovita organic wool, and it is beautiful to work with. I find this nicer to work with than the ordinary embroidery, the silk one that we normally use. This one's really, really nice. I love it. So that's what I've been using. I'll come back and use that another time. But as I say, I just went round with the poker tool. I poked all the holes, and then what you actually get is a lovely even running stitch around the frame of the image. And also what you'll end up with on the other side is a beautiful oval shape, and it's perfect so you can put something in there as well. You can actually go in and put lots of little fiddly bits in there, a die or something, or you can go in there and put a flower. Hold on, I've got one here. Oh, isn't that pretty as well? I like that. But just by one little die, piece of fabric, bit of cotton, and you end up with a really, really nice page. Right, I'm gonna stop this just for a minute, and then I'll show you what else I've done. You should put your glasses on, Shirley, and then you'll be able to see what you're doing. Right, so this page here is going to go, or two pages, they're going to go like this. So I've already done this page, and I put another one of my die cut flowers there. Now, I was lucky enough on Saturday to go to a class with Kate Crane, and she was at Art from the Heart in Harrogate, and it was a lovely class that we had. And these die cut flowers, that's why I started, see, off on a tangent again, Shirley. This is why I started this journal, because I loved the colour of the flowers when I die cut it out. And what they actually were, at the class we did backgrounds. Now this is a bit of the background that's left, and this is what I've been cutting the flowers out of, and they've really turned out beautiful. Look at this one, that is absolutely gorgeous. So that's going in here somewhere as well, and that's what made me pick the colours for the rest of the journal. So I'm going to leave you now, short and sweet, but hopefully you've got the gist of how to print an image onto a die cut there, and then as I say, you just go around and stitch it like this. Poke the holes out first. If you don't poke the holes out first, then it's a bit fiddly to try and get it through the paper, but I've poked all these holes out, so it's fairly easy to do that. Right, I'm going to carry on with this now off camera, and when I've done some more I'll come back and show you. Okay everybody, bye.